This is Morning Motivation for Educators on the Bee Podcast Network. Learn about all the shows at beepodcastnetwork.com. You'll hear from a variety of formal and informal educators who help put this podcast together. If you'd like to contribute your voice to this show, please go to morningmotivationedu.com to apply. I am Danielle Nuhfer, an educator for over 20 years who went up against 2 bouts of serious teacher burnout before finally realizing that I needed to share what worked and what didn't with educators everywhere. This is when Teaching Well was born. At Teaching Well, I partner with schools who recognize that when schools prioritize well-being, true teaching and learning can ultimately happen. And there's nothing more integral to building this kind of school culture than finding ways to care for yourself in the midst of all the school day hustle and bustle. Building in these moments is what this show is all about and what I hope to bring to you each time I get the opportunity to speak to you here. So with that, let's begin. Today's morning motivation is about creating a life you don't need a vacation from. I would always white knuckle it to the weekend, to the next break, to the summer where I was going to regroup and it would all work out. I was always forward thinking, never being with the right now. The conversations in the hallways always amounted to, I'm doing okay, but this isn't easy and I'm just going to hold on until I can get out of here. What a way to live each day. But isn't this what so many of us do? We don't revel in the goodness. We commiserate around the bad weather, the unneeded faculty meetings, the paperwork that needs addressed, the kids' behaviors, the inconsistency with dealing with the discipline. We don't often share the highlights, the breakthroughs, the absolute things we love about our job. What if we could create a life we don't need a break from at both school and at home? We're often distracted by all the things that we can't control. We're taking in all of this information, surrounded by all this stuff. But what if we began to question the need for it at all, in all facets of our lives? What if we stopped giving so much energy to getting through and tried to find ways to set up our classrooms and our lives with a little bit of flow? We all know that there are many things in our current school system that are simply just not okay, and some that are downright unacceptable. But you right now, you have the permission right now to create a life that you don't need a break from, but fortunately will get a break from, and probably soon. And my question to you today is, what does that life look like for you? Our attention can be hijacked by all of the distractions happening around us. To live a life where we are actually teaching well, we must choose to engage in the journey of letting go that which no longer serves us, so that we can transform our internal lives, which will surely change the world, 1 ounce of attention at a time. So for today, spend some time envisioning what your ideal day looks and feels like. What is the tiniest step you can take in that direction? Keep this motivation close to your heart today. May you have the courage to create a life that you don't need a break from, 1 day at a time. If this morning's motivation resonated with you, I'd love to connect more. You can find all the different ways we can partner together at teachingwell.life. And thanks for listening. And whatever role you have in education, we have a podcast for you at beepodcastnetwork.com. Who among your friends and colleagues needs to hear this message today? Please share it with them right now.